Well, Brandon will be joining us late for Furlough Friday 18. He decided to aviate today in a, I don't know. This looks like I don't know what it is. A little single engine airplane. I texted him because we were supposed to meet at 6 to discuss other business. And he's like, yeah, I'm still 20 minutes from landing. So start Furlough Friday without me. But with his math, he should have landed like 20 minutes ago. So if he's not on here by 7, we'll get on FlightAware and check the flight path of his airplane.
Sounds good. Speaking of paths on FlightAware, I did a go around the other day.
Oh yeah?
It wasn't me; it's actually the FO. But yeah, we did a victory lap around Houston Hobby coming in, and so it was quickly caught by many people saying, "Hey, what happened? Unstable approach."
Did you call it, or did he just do it himself, or she?
Put it this way: it was bad enough to where he said, "Yeah, I don't think I can make this. I think we should go around." I said, "Good call." So.
You say like it's a rare thing. I probably do one a year.
Me too. In the sim.
No, I've been there 7 years. I've done five real ones, just unstable approach.
Yeah, I would
not a miss. Like, not you didn't break out. Like, it was VFR day, or I got jammed up by ATC and I let it go too far.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, we were coming into Houston and just visual approach coming into 4, and he didn't drop the gear soon enough. I put it this way: he's new to the line. He's a sim instructor, and
okay.
Not many people have taken the time to kind of tell him, "Hey, this is how you kind of need to do this." And so we had flown all month together, and I said, "All right, you got this, right?" And it's like, "Yeah, I think I can do this." And so I let it go a little further than what I should. I was kind of letting him fly the plane, but and it was all fine. So I mean, we still landed on time.
So there are sim instructors that are like not new hires, but like going through not new hire training, but hitting the line as a new hire, basically.
Yes, exactly. And so this guy had been a sim instructor for probably 3 years. Really good dude. So
you have to get the minimum to get the interview.
Okay, yeah. So he had to go through initial captain upgrade, check airman upgrade, because he was doing, and I didn't know that they had to do all of that.
They all do.
Yeah, I didn't know that. And so anyhow, but as we all know, flying the sim is different than flying the jet. And I'm sure you've been flying with guys. Hey, well, how do I just fly the plane? You're fine.
Yeah.
So
I just figured, with like guys like me out on EXTO and offering the VSPs, that they're not bringing new people to the line. I find that odd.
This would have been pre-COVID.
Okay.
Yeah, so maybe he's been here. Let's see, what are we? Yeah, it would have been. I think maybe he's been here a little bit longer than that. So
okay, I think he's at the line like last week or something. Okay.
Oh no. He's at least 6 months on the line. Gotcha. At least 6 months, probably. I guess probably close to a year. He wasn't on probation or anything like that.
Right, still new up to the airplane. So Tyler, I don't know if you know this, but like all the sim instructors, a lot of the sim instructors at our company, and it goes anywhere. A lot of them don't have any airline background. They're not typed in that airplane. They've flown like, I'm sure at FedEx they have guys that only flew like F-16s that are sim instructors teaching guys how to fly the MD-11.
Right.
It's pretty common in the airline business because there's hundreds and hundreds of sim instructors for every company. There aren't that many dudes out there that have 737 experience and want to go be a sim instructor for 3 years. Not kind of retired guys,
Yeah, and I ran into that where I had an F-18 guy who, literally had been there a few months out of training, giving me an MO. Super nice guy and got along great and everything, but and his hope was to eventually get on the line. But and
they're all smart. They all know the airplane better than I will. Being at that training center.
Absolutely.
Like Brian's saying, they don't have any experience flying a 737 on the line with people in the back, so it's a little bit different. But they're all super smart.
Yeah, true statement. Very true statement. So
it's just eye-opening. Your first time you go there, you go, "Oh, this guy must have 10,000 hours in a 7.3," and he's like, "I've never actually been inside a 7.3 except in the back." What?
Yeah, exactly. So
then are they really smart though?
Here he is.
Smart on the airplane systems, smarter than me, but who isn't? Not real hard to do.
That's a fair statement. So then you're really setting the bar low.
Hey, is that Bruno Mars? Who is that?
Bruno Mars.
That's a good looking dude. I got to tell you, whoever he is.
Hey, you know what? I'd hit that.
He slays whoever he is.
He's
You didn't crash. That's good.
No, surprisingly enough, general aviation is my friend.
What were you flying?
Yeah.
I don't know. It was a Comanche. Jesus. 260 Bravo. Little guy.
That moniker for that plane is offensive to me. You need to change it.
Well, okay, we'll call it the plane then.
Okay.
So
That's
all
better.
Pipers are gonna have to change their name then, Brian.
It's a whole run of Indians, or I'm
Yes.
sorry, Native Americans.
Yes, exactly.
So yeah, we're not going to win that fight.
I read an article not too long ago, and I don't read general aviation crap whatsoever.
Do I look like a pilot?
Exactly. How about me?
Oh, sweet Jesus! No, you look like the guy that cuts my yard.
Cool hat, bro.
What's that? You like that hat? You know what's good about that hat? It comes off. It gets trashed, and then America. Right
America.
There.
Hey.
America. Oh, you voted. How was Biden doing?
Trump train in the house.
Yeah.
Wow.
Hey, is that a Wake Island University?
A matter of fact, it is.
I just wow. Yeah, not too many people have those shirts.
I have a few left. So yeah. But
when I was there, the T-shirt store was open like Monday morning from 9 to noon. That's it.
Yeah, they really shut that place down because we were trying to do the fishing thing. You know, we go out on the assault boat.
Yep.
And of course, we get there Monday morning, and I was telling the 18s that we drug in our formation, hey, we're going to do this. Yeah, no fishing on Mondays.
Yeah, exactly.
So, anyhow,
I was there with Colonel Select Paul Gates, and they go, yeah, we don't have any room for you two guys. You're going to be upstairs in the barracks with 98 enlisted Marines. And I was like, I don't mind doing that, but I'm not letting Colonel Select Gates go. You know, he's like, I don't care, I'll do it. And I was like, nope, unacceptable.
Who's Colonel Select Gates? What's some of these titles and monikers and Lord Saviors and stuff? He's a guy bleeds like the rest of us.
You know how Paul is. He's like, I don't care, I'll sleep wherever. I'm like, no.
Matter of fact, he would have enjoyed it. He probably would have accepted it more than anything.
So Paul knew better, because once again the bar is open like Saturday night for 3 hours or something. We were there on a Tuesday. I was like, oh, this is gonna suck. And Paul's like, I gotcha. Got to handle a rum in his suitcase.
Nice.
Of course he did, because that's a true commander. That's the sign of a true commander.
Correct.
Being able to provide for your troops. That's what it's all about.
Hey, speaking of providing, Brandon, what are you rolling in there?
Here's the thing. I apologize for my tardiness. The winds really kicked our butt. So as far as what am I driving, or what did I just fly?
Yeah, it looks like a sport utility.
It is a SUV. Is that how you pronounce it? Or SUV? Or is it SUV? Oh, it's an SUV. Correct. Yeah. Here's the thing. It can't pull probably a 45-foot boat, but
it's 47.
But who's counting? Yeah, it's a SUV. It gets me there, point A to B, and all that stuff.
Is that a Range Rover?
It is. It's a Land Rover LR4. I like a little bit more rugged. I'm not that refined, contrary to popular belief, and how I look.
Yeah, you hanging out with Gail a lot then?
No, see, that's the difference. He has a Range Rover, which is pretty. I have a Land Rover LR4, which has a little bit more guts. And by guts, I mean testes, and by testes, I mean balls.
Noted.
And what does the child seat in the back seat do to your balls?
What child seat? Do you see a child seat back there? I don't understand what you're saying.
Oh no, the only child seat I saw was in the front seat of the M6, driver's side.
Oh, really? Is that so? Who's M6, pray tell?
Dean?
Dean, would you like to explain yourself?
We lost Dean.
He probably wasn't tall enough to reach.
His internet froze up on him.
Oh, is that convenient? Right when his stuff gets good.
In his defense, he did text me prior to us making fun of his M6.
I will say the M6. That's a badass car. I've seen it.
It's a beautiful car.
And my color, blue.
Is it really?
Yeah.
Wow.
Purple?
I think.
Is it purple? It's probably more purple.
He calls it midnight blue, but
No.
next to a blue car, it looks pretty purple.
Huh.
Basically, next to any car, it looks pretty purple.
Well, next to that Lamborghini, it kind of looked blue.
He probably
He was
had
really
like a
upset
filter.
about that, wasn't he?
Dude, I saw that same Lamborghini at West Shore Mall parked in a handicap spot.
Well, they need space. They need fast cars too. Nothing wrong with that.
This fucking wheelie and the chopper bunch rolling around, I guess. I don't know.
What if his lawyer hooked him up? It was a workman's comp case or something.
Right.
So you got a Lambo and a.
He might have had Crusher as his attorney.
There you go. The Crusher would have hooked him up. No, the Crusher's not for the people. She's for the institution. Crusher's not for the people.
Who's the Crusher? You got to enlighten me.
She's against the people. That
Aaron.
would be one Nate Diaz's wife,
Got it.
the Crusher.
Oh yeah, the Crusher. She's for the institution. She goes against the people. That's right.
Yeah,
She represents the
She's not-
hospitals.
yeah, absolutely. She was it Walmart or someone? I don't know, some big name. She got under her wing. So yeah, you know what? These winds coming out of the south of Florida really put a damper on things. But I'm flying with this guy that's talk about pivoting from this airline thing. He does brokers aircraft, buying them. Quite the interesting experience.
Is that who you
Say
flew
the
with?
least. Yeah, Marvin. So went to his hangar. First of all, good to his hangar, and there was a plane in front of his plane, so he was pissed already. He starts to, what the hell? Anyway, so we finally get the plane out and take off. Get down there, and it was Gulfstream 4 G400, and really nice, cool plane. Apparently belonged to Jesse Jackson at some point, which I didn't know preachers made that kind of money, but I guess he's just a different kind of preacher and political figure, I guess. I don't know what his title would be, but yeah, it was interesting, cool stuff. Going through the whole gamut, his little checklist, what he looks for.
A lot of
And
money in
from that-
brokering planes.
Dude, he told me how much he's made in the last 6 months, and I'm like, what am I doing?
I
What's
headhunt
happening?
for a guy that brokers airplanes. I get 40% of the deal.
Really? Yeah.
Yep.
So there's you can get points or flat fee for referrals. I'm like, holy cow, man. He's like, yeah, man, anytime you want to get in on it. So that's why he told me that before. So that's why I wanted to do the flight with him. I didn't expect it to go this long, but I did get some great info. He also does appraisals too. So there's a lot of pivoting that can happen in this aviation business. And of course, for those that are listening, if you're a pilot, they want you because you already have a wealth of experience. Not only that, the insurance companies would love you too because you got all these hours. So you could ferry planes, you do all kind of stuff. It was, like I said, interesting. Had a good time.
Good.
Where'd you fly to?
Opelika, which is right outside, is the executive airport for Miami, essentially, the Miami area.
Did you just go down to get an airplane, or what did you do?
No, just went down there to appraise this one plane for a client of his that's in California that's looking for a G400, and yeah, so went down there, take a look underneath, inside, beautiful. Everything was carbon fiber. I guess the guy that owned it was some movie star out of Mexico, and just tricked the whole thing out. It was some of the coolest stuff in there. The lights, the this, the that, yeah, it was neat. The carbon fiber walls, unreal. So it was. There's another level, gentlemen.
The taco maker.
That's out there. There's another.
So is there a
level of
shortage?
finances.
Is there a shortage of aircraft brokers out there?
People are starting to get back into it. Let's put it that way, because of this whole COVID thing. Other people are realizing that they can buy a little Comanche. They can buy a little, a smaller aircraft, and for the price of, if they go into it with another family or something like that, the price of, if they travel a lot, they're realizing they're not that far off of getting their own aircraft and flying it themselves, or getting somebody in the family to fly it for them.
Well, I think it's kind of following the boat industry, because I went to the Miami Boat Show earlier this year, and you would think that with the COVID thing that whole industry would be flat. Quite the opposite.
Yeah.
People, are selling their old boats and getting into these new boats just because I think the interest rates are so low, and
that's what's happening. That's
yep.
what's happening. So this guy Marvin, he refied the Citation 7 that his partner owns, and got it down to 2% interest rate on a plane, on an aircraft, on a Citation 7. Unbelievable.
Wow.
2%. So yeah, I mean that's you're right, Kenny. That's what's happening. Everybody wants to refi or jump on opportunities now. The housing market is booming. All these high ticket items that typically take interest rates, they're everybody's jumping on them.
On that note, I know we all know mortgage brokers and stuff. I just refied my house 2.25. The lady that I worked with did a great job with it. If you guys are interested, somebody who's interested, whatever. I think she's still running about 2.25% right now. So I don't get anything out of the deal, but she did me right. She did my neighbor right across the street. So if you know anybody that's interested, just put them in touch with me.
Is she Asian?
She is not, but she's good looking.
Huh.
Was it conventional or VA?
VA.
What's doesn't the VA refi have a high closing cost? Was it like 3%?
So that depends. If you have, which I don't have this, I made the mistake of not doing any of the disability when I left the military. But
Not
if
too
you're,
late.
Huh?
It's not too late. It's never too late.
I need to talk to you about that then.
Yeah, it's never too late.
It's not too late. Correct.
Here's the deal: if you are at least 10%, there's no funding fee, none of that.
Yep.
That saves.
Oh, you're definitely 10%. You're 10% with your hearing alone.
Correct. All tanker pilots get 10% for tinnitus.
Okay. Well, I find it funny you said that, because I do have it in my left ear.
Yep.
So
you automatically get it.
Yep.
Ask me how I know.
Okay. Cool. So how did you go through the process, and who would I need to go see to?
I can get to you offline. The shitty
that's
thing
fine.
is,
that's fine.
just because it's not long and complicated, but it's just easier.
I mean, we don't need to talk about it on this.
But here's the shitty thing. When I retired, I said, "Where's the checklist for out processing?" They go,
"No, nope, you're on your own."
On your own. So all that shit, I had to find out the hard way on my own. But
so
I got
here's
lucky,
the thing
and
though. There's an opportunity there, Dean, too. And I thought about it because the same thing happened to me. And I've been hearing this a lot. It's happening to pretty much everybody that
it's happening to me.
Getting out.
Yeah.
Right? There's nothing for you.
The reserves are ridiculous.
Well, let me tell you this. So when I out processed whoever the flight surgeon that I spoke with, and it wasn't our normal person, I specifically said, "Hey, disability. Well, hey, are you flying with airlines? Oh, yeah. Oh, you don't want to do that. That's bad juju." And I'm like, "Oh, okay. Well, obviously he must know." So I kind of feel like I got screwed.
In his defense, 10 to 20 years ago, that was a thing for some people, but it's very much not a thing anymore. The FAA is really good with as long as you're open and honest, you're letting almost everything slide. Not like, massive heart attacks and brain tumors, obviously.
Well, they pick that stuff up anyway. That's what they do EKGs for. But there's not there's still a line between civilian aviation and military aviation. I mean, it's not. And if anything, the military is far more stringent. You get a hangnail and they ground you. So I don't.
So Brian, long story short, what I did was I had them photocopy all my records, my medical records. I went up to the VA up by USF. A lady made a photocopy of all that. She's like, what are you claiming disability for? I said, eyes, ears, shoulder, lower back, and neck. She goes, okay. And she scheduled 5 separate appointments with 5 separate doctors to determine what my disability rating was. They gave me 2 out of the 5 at 10%.
Okay. Well, let me ask this. So how, because if I've gone through the military and, because I would claim the same thing, lower back, ears. I don't know about eyes. I don't know how I would do that, but feet, because I had both feet operated on while I was in. Nothing is in. I don't know that anything is in my military file with that. So how do you, if it's not in your military file, then?
That I don't know. All of mine were documented. So I don't know for sure how it would work if there's no documentation, but it doesn't hurt to try.
Okay. All right.
Never
Fair
hurts
enough.
to
I'll talk
try.
to you. I'll
Yeah.
talk to you offline about that. That's
Yeah,
fine.
if maybe we'll fly together when I come back to work in March.
Oh, that'd be fun. Actually, what I really want you to do, Dean, is I want you to bring that M6 over here, and we're going to go for a ride in that, and then I'm going to take you out on the compensator.
How about if I bring my boat over?
You can do that too. You can tie off. I've got deep water. You can tie off on the other side of the compensator.
All right. We can race them to like 52 miles an hour.
And the boat conversation as a dinghy. So Dean's boat's going to be the grocery getter for Brian's boat.
Yeah. Although, even though he's got 17 feet on me, mine seats 16 comfortably. Ask me how I know.
Okay.
Hey, mine
I don't think anything will seat comfortably.
Mine will seat 8 topless.
Okay, well,
Jesus.
16, whatever.
8. So does that
I'm not
mean
going down that
16?
Yeah, exactly. Exactly.
How fast have you had it going?
I've had it up to 92.
GPS certified or
God.
It's GPS.
GPS. Okay, nice. Very nice.
Wow.
And with all the new stuff I've put on, I'm still trying to dial it in.
Yeah.
So I put
You can change
props.
out props and all that stuff.
Changed out props. I have better low end, and mid range is just amazing right now. But what I'm doing right now is I just feel like the engines aren't performing like they should. So going through just simple stuff, plugs, wires, fuel. I'm actually getting fuel pumps, and water pumps are coming in this week. So
That sounds cheap when everything's times 3.
yeah, I don't want to talk about that right now. So.
Yeah.
I mean, shit, this would be going from a single to twins. I mean, it's granted, I don't have any, mine's brain don't have any issues, but the gas is noticeable.
Dude,
it's definitely
let me tell you
noticeable.
Thank God I can work on these engines myself.
Yeah, there you go.
Yeah, I was gonna say you're a gearhead. You do it yourself, don't you?
Oh,
Most of
yeah.
your stuff?
Oh,
And
yeah.
so I can
That's
say,
awesome.
thank God my engines are under warranty until October 1st of 2022.
Even better. Hey,
Right.
and let me tell you something. And when you need somebody, let me know because I'll put you in touch with the guy. He'll come to you.
I have Volvos on my boat.
That's
believe it or
okay.
not. I mean, it's still a GM block, but
It is. That's exactly it.
They're
That's
Volvos,
fine. Don't
but
worry
yeah.
about it. Volvo parts are extremely expensive.
they are, unfortunately. I do know. I don't know it yet, but I've done the research, and yeah, I'm gonna have to buy a new boat before it goes out of warranty.
Pretty much.
Tyler.
Hey, so who else is drinking besides me? Obviously, you're not, Brandon, but who else has got an
I
adult
like
beverage?
boats. I
Boats
will
and
be here in
hoes.
about 5 minutes. Matter of fact, I'm gonna lose you. Talk amongst yourselves. Edit this out. Goodbye. I'll be there in a second.
I'm just drinking Tito's and soda.
Nice. Just a very refreshing Miller Lite for myself.
Standard.
What, you JMO? Cold brew?
Nice. Okay.
Well, Tyler, will that bottle make it to midnight, or will it be empty before midnight?
0 chance. I'm gonna text you at like 11:12 tomorrow and be like, dude, I fucking drank the whole bottle again.
You're gonna text me at 10 o'clock tonight. What are you doing? Come drink in my carport.
Well, that's also possible.
Because I'm probably going out after this.
Are you?
Wait, I thought you were watching Game 7. What are you doing?
Ooh.
There is no Game 7 yet.
There isn't?
You didn't watch the Rays
haven't
lost
even-
last night.
Dude, what?
The Rays lost last night.
I
So
haven't
World
even
Series
that.
is over.
See, all I know is you were supposed to log off like at 7:30. Something about Game 7 yesterday. And
Right.
okay,
Well, if the Rays won last night, it was going to be Game 7 of the World Series tonight, but they lost. So World
Okay.
Series over.
okay. Disregard. I did not know that. I have not been following professional sports at all since COVID hit.
You're on the Eric Doy sports train.
Do I now?
You're on the Eric Doy sports train.
Okay,
If it has a round ball, he doesn't care for it.
dude. It's got to be like oval or slanted.
Even that. If it has a round ball or ice or teams, he doesn't keep score. He doesn't like those things.
How is he? What's he doing?
He's still a sim instructor.
Really? Okay.
Yeah. And I mean, I haven't talked to him all that much, but last I gathered, they were working like 2 sessions a week, still making their
Wow.
40 hours a week. I think they're like at 68 an hour now.
Hey.
Some ungodly amount of money to just sit in an air conditioned building and do a whole lot of nothing.
Well, speaking of, I'm sure you've been. I don't know how much you've been paying attention. Has been putting out about us.
A little bit.
So he basically put out an article. It's either today or yesterday. I actually lost track of time. Saying the ship is taking on water, so to speak. So I kind of wanted your opinion. You're a pretty savvy financial dude. Basically, everything that I see at the airline, I mean, loads have been up. You know, we're going into. They just added Savannah for
Yeah.
another
Oh
city.
yeah. I've been keeping track of that. Yeah, obviously.
So if we're going into all these cities, it seems to me that he wants pay cuts from us to fund a lot of these overhead costs of going into these other places. I don't know what your thoughts on all this stuff.
My take right now is everything he does is optics. He wants CARES 2 passed. He wants free government money.
Absolutely.
So he's making it look like the ship is taking on water so that Washington thinks we need to get bailed out.
Okay, fair enough. Fair enough. Good point.
I think if the government, whether before or after the election, Pelosi comes to the table, or whoever, if Washington comes to the table and says, "Hey, airlines, here's some of the $5 billion each," he'll stop talking.
Got it.
If that never shows up until January 1st, he's going to start putting his foot on the gas pedal a little bit more. Hey guys, I need this. If you don't give me this, but I mean, the math, we all know we don't have to take any kind of pay cut. The company will be around in January of 22.
Yeah.
If we don't take a single dime, even if the travelers stay exactly what they are today, we don't get another extra traveler, it's going to be a solvent company come January 1st of 2022.
I agree.
So, but he's also remember, there's 1 million shareholders of stock. He would not be doing them a service if he didn't ask everyone to help cut costs. That's his job as a CEO, especially as an accountant,
to
keep the cost as low as he possibly can. So as a shareholder, I say, good on you for doing that. As an employee, I'm like,
yeah.
So now, especially for me, remember, I took a 60% pay cut.
Yeah. So my question.
So another 10 on top of that, will it bankrupt me? No. Will it piss me off significantly?
Of course. But so my question there is, because I don't know anybody who had taken it that I could ask. So if there are any pay cuts across the board, that would affect you as well.
Yes, he already said, the company, I don't know if it was or the labor relations guys, because the union said, well, hey, okay, we'll obviously consider this, but the guys that took the EXTO, they've already taken a fat pay cut. You can't expect them to take a pay cut. And the company's response was, they should have expected things like this could happen. Yes, everybody's taking across the board pay cut. So I was like, oh, okay. Well, so then the company, the union, rightfully so, said, well, then give them the option to come back, because that's not what they signed up for. Let them come back whenever they want. And the company said, nope, not going to do that either.
Was there anything in the VSP or the EXTO that defined, hey, what if?
No, there was no force majeure or anything like that. No, absolutely not. It was very cut and dry.
Okay.
So, honestly, I'm not even sure that what they're asking for would stand up in court, because it's a contract, a side that I already signed.
Right.
And now you want to change it later on. Now, if the union buys off on it, signs off, then all bets are off. Obviously.
Well, I think all of us who have been through the court system one way or the other know that any agreement, no matter how ironclad it is, can also be litigated again in the future.
True. Yeah, like I said, it won't bankrupt me, but I will not be happy with 10% on top of this.
Sure.
Especially if don't give me the option to come back.
Speaking of contracts, where are you guys at in terms of the new contract? Obviously, is it just that just keep pushing off?
Yeah, it's on pause.
Does the union pause that, or does management pause it?
Both.
It was agreed. Both of them agreed. It's not the right time to go into contract negotiations.
Okay.
So it was a mutual agreement. Gotcha. And our union is good. They're full of some good bulldogs, but they're not idiots and heartless. They're like, okay, we understand the world's in a different place. We're not going to sit here and negotiate for a pay raise when the company's losing X million dollars a day. They get that part. But they're also bulldogs when the company's like, hey, why don't you just voluntarily give up all your pay? Like, no, that's not going to work either.
Yep.
So, I'm very happy with the union representation we have, the guys that work for us. I'd say work for me and work for us. I've been around, I've been an Alpa guy before. Brian, you were Alpa.
Same.
So
Alpa was horrible.
I was not a fan of Alpa. I really wasn't. They seem to be too big picture. Sometimes I didn't care about the little guys.
Correct.
At least from my feelings, our union is all for one for all.
I agree with that.
Yeah. So that's all you can really ask for. And my 1.2% dues is money well spent, in my opinion. I don't even know what it is anymore, but
I think I was paying 2.2%.
Yeah, I think I was 2% when I was Alpa. Yeah.
Okay. Probably. Yeah, that sounds right.
And getting no representation.
And getting nothing. Exactly.
They actually screwed me over my first furlough bankruptcy. But it is a different Alpa. That's 20 years ago Alpa versus today's Alpa. They are different. Sure. They have gotten better, but I still would not want to be Alpa currently the way they exist. So I don't know.
Yeah, agreed.
I don't want that pay cut. Nobody wants a pay cut, obviously. But because I've already taken such a big one, like if I was still flying the line, pulling in my 110 hours, 110 trips a month, Yeah, that's cool. I mean, not that I would want it, but I mean, you're talking to a guy that's already taken a 60% hit.
So, and I'm sure you'll agree with this. My take on that, kind of like guys that took a retirement, say from Delta, American, whatever, back in the day, and then they tried to go back and renegotiate, I guess, some of those pensions. You signed a contract. I agree with that, and you should get, no matter what happens to the rest of the company, you signed on for X amount of dollars.
Right.
That's what you should get.
So, and some of the guys like on the Facebook group and the forums and stuff, they propose, and I would be open to this as well. I don't know why this seems to be a hard nosed thing. I'll give you a 10% pay cut as long as you make it up in stock options.
Okay.
Because I firmly believe in 2 to 5 years, Southwest stock was down to like a 38.5. It's hovering around 40, right? That's going to be a $50, $60 stock in 2 to 5 years, without a doubt.
I agree.
So I will trade you for that right now. If Gary wants to come back and say, give me a 10% pay cut, but whatever that number is, I'll make it up to you in stock options at $40 a share. I'll take that.
Well, and that's just it, because the company has not come back and said, hey, we're going to take care of you down the road, but we need this now. Where I think Herb would have said, hey, guys, give me something for 2 years, and I promise you I'm going to take care of you on the back end, either options or consider it a loan. Hey, I'm going to give you 10% back on your return. We're going to snap you back up, that sort of thing.
Yeah,
so,
absolutely. Or even, their line in the sand will buy your sick bank from you when you retire. Something like that. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And I know the company would never do that, but anything.
You're going to retire with 1,600 hours like everybody else?
No, I'm not. I can promise you I'm not.
Dude, my bank is down below 100 right now.
Well, here's one good thing about being on EXTO. I still accrue sick bank. I'm not using it.
That's awesome.
I mean, it's not a lot. I mean, it's half of what you get in a normal month, but still, it's better than nothing.
That's fantastic.
Do it for 6 months. So, and that's awesome. I don't know if you know, but so August is my vacation month. So I didn't work in August at all. So I took ETO in August and then cashed in 2 vacation weeks. So I got like 97.5 trips. So I got a fat paycheck for August, plus a lot of sick bank as well. So my 6-month ETO is really 7 months, with the first month being full pay.
Nice.
So that, I mean, that's just kind of sort of how it worked. It's no strategic planning on my part, because I'm not senior enough to hold a July vacation.
Right.
But the last 3 years I've held August, and guess what I have next year? August.
Yeah,
so
that's honestly, that's what I have too. I have my block did 2 weeks August, 2 weeks September, 4 weeks total. I'll split it up.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. I have the first 3 weeks of August, so I just got to trade the middle week out to somebody for some random, I don't know. So what I'm thinking about maybe doing is trade somebody for the first week of March, so I can postpone my going back to work date by like 2 weeks.
Oh my gosh, is that what we're talking about now? Our vacation, how great our lives are. Blah, blah, blah. I need a drink.
When so I got a buddy. Long story short, I got a buddy.
I doubt it.
20 years ago, he lost his job. He got furloughed from like MetLife or somebody, right? He was an IT guy, not making $1 trillion, but just in a decent middle class job, And he got laid off, and then they gave him like a 4-month severance, and then he collected unemployment for like 6 months, and he's never worked. He's younger than me since then. Like he's semi-retired at 30. Now he met a wife. He met a girl, married her, and she makes okay money.
That's great.
But the moral of the story, he's never had the desire to go back in the workforce, and I can sort of get that. Me having worked for 3 months, like I don't really have this burning desire to go back and fly airplanes.
All being a Democrat.
I really don't. Yeah, exactly.
Oh, here we go.
I love.
Oh my God! Everything has to be political with
you. Know what,
Brandon?
You freaking pull the big black microphone out, and there it is, right in front of your face. I see what you're doing.
You can't see the big black anything.
So, all right, let me ask you guys a question. Here you go.
If you could, you'd be impressed.
I am impressed as it is.
So riddle me this. If you win the Powerball tomorrow,
this should be easy.
Are you going to fly a commercial airliner ever again?
Oh, yeah.
Hey, okay, so all right.
Absolutely. You know why? Because I had to sit in the right seat and listen to these left seaters talk about how great everything was, how much money, showing me paychecks. I'm like, oh, is that your paycheck? Well, let me show you my bank statement.
Okay, so you go back for one trip to rub in their face. Is that what you're saying?
Well, it depends if I can get certain people. I have a list.
Hypothetically, you pocket $25 million after taxes. Are you going to work on Monday?
Absolutely
not.
not.
I probably would. I would probably run a men's schedule, but I enjoy flying so much that I probably would.
No, you wouldn't. So you'd buy your own airline.
It's a funny thing because like
I'd be hiring you guys.
Yeah. So my mom and I would never go back to work. My dad would go back to work on Monday.
And Brandon, you're on
I
the
can't
B
deal
scale.
with that.
I'll fly for that.
You're on the B scale, Brandon.
Yeah, I'm only going if I'm in management.
Oh,
So,
okay.
I
I'll
mean,
work that out.
scale it
that
up
out.
all you want. Not middle management either. I'm no Mark McAllister.
Oh. How come you didn't take him flying today?
That's a good question. I think him and Medina were flying. Medina is,
Medina plays both sides of the fence.
How do you mean that?
Not in that regard.
Explain.
Sounds like a little too much left rudder.
It does make sense, though.
No, Medina is.
Not that there's anything wrong with that.
No, he's very smart politically. He doesn't want to burn bridges. How about that?
Okay.
What he doesn't realize is that those bridges that he's trying not to burn, he's the one that built them. he was contracted to build those bridges, so they're not
Brandon,
his to really walk over.
Where's that picture? Where's my picture?
Which picture?
You know the picture.
Oh, wait. This one?
Why are you reaching into your pants?
Well, that's where I keep my pictures. What are you talking about? Isn't that where you keep yours?
Well, usually with yeah.
Hey, Brian, can you see this?
Oh, nice.
Get out of here.
Boom. I
There's
saw
too
that.
too many pictures all at once. I don't.
Sorry.
What was your picture, Dean?
It's
definitely didn't rival mine. So
no, absolutely not. Hang on.
Nice. Hey, did you go see Michael?
He was our divorce. He's Brian and I's divorce attorney.
Yeah. For one of them.
I'm like, what am I looking at? And of course, the people that are listening, I'm like, what are these morons doing?
We shared a divorce attorney.
They just shared a moment together,
We
ladies
did,
and gentlemen. Look at that guy. Oh yeah, I'd shove that guy into a blender.
What? Am I supposed to carry one of those around with me?
Yeah, of course you are. You don't have a when I was young picture.
No, I still have most of my hair. I don't need it.
Yeah, when I was young,
most
and
of your
still
hair
married,
doesn't mean you have
all
your
my
hair.
shit.
I still got most of my hair. I don't need it.
Oh, sure. Most of your hair doesn't mean you have hair.
I'm just happy I'm tall enough people can't see it.
Which is why Dean needs hair.
5'8", 5'11" with the hair. With
there
the
you go.
flip.
So cute. Yeah, you got to have one of those pictures, especially now that we're going through our midlife crises and all. I mean, you don't have a boat that big called the compensator for nothing.
Dude, I just call it for what it is.
And you don't have another boat that's really the dinghy to the compensator that goes gets groceries and coffee for the compensator and try to pack a bunch of people on it. What's wrong with you, Dean?
I didn't try. It's not packed, believe it or not.
Have you named your boat yet, Dean?
I have not.
Why not?
Because they say it's bad luck to rename a boat.
What was it before?
Anna, A-N-N-A. I bought it used. I mean, very
find an Anna.
used, but
of course you did. Go find an Anna.
I sent it to Brian Kraft, and I was like, "Hey, show your wife this. I'm gonna peel the stickers off and send it to you. You can put on your pickup truck."
Did you peel them off?
Not yet.
So last time Brian was on, we discussed the luck associated with renaming a boat, and he says that that's not a true statement.
It's not a thing.
I think
it's like an old sailor's tale from like 1800.
Yeah, absolutely.
So.
Oh yeah, to name a warship from 16 whatever, maybe.
Yeah.
If you believe in superstition,
You should name your boat Battle Tits then, Dean.
Old iron bullets.
I've had some people suggest some pretty damn good, because I'm not that witty, but I've had some people suggest some pretty good
Get
ones.
out. So what was your favorite? Come on. I mean, the ones that were obviously ones that you could use, not something stupid that's obviously
Liquid asset.
No, it's gonna sound dumb, but the one that made me laugh the most was Prestige Worldwide Boats and Hose.
Thought about that too. Absolutely thought about that.
That's not a name of a boat. That's too
Boats
long,
and Hose.
First of all,
You put Boats and Hose in big letters, and then Prestige Worldwide below in small letters.
It's already been taken. This has been done.
I mean, it was in a movie. Is that
it's
real?
dumb.
Right.
No.
I laugh.
Yes, it makes it real. It's probably still in a boat somewhere. Some dude in Miami probably owns it.
I can't wait to take my mom for a ride. She's like, what
okay, so I got to narrow it down for you. One that is original and it would be all your own. Is there something that's been suggested?
Oof.
So let me just run down a few of the names while you're thinking. Obviously, Liquid Asset.
I do like that one.
Yep.
That has to be used.
That's
already.
gotta be out
It's gonna
there.
be probably 5 boats in my marina. Probably have that if I had to guess.
Really? Okay.
If I had to guess.
Whiskey business was also popular.
Whiskey business.
Whiskey business.
All right.
I dig that.
Okay.
And hold on, let me stop you there right there. You can have. Can it? Is
You
it
can
a
have-
state to state thing? More than one person can have it, or no?
Yes. More than one
Oh,
person can
okay.
have the name of that boat in the same state.
Oh, okay.
There is no limit.
All right,
Well,
continue.
hang on. If you Coast Guard register, it's different.
Yeah,
Okay.
mine is a documented vessel.
Yeah, mine is not.
Yeah, I
Mine
got
documented.
documented vessels too.
I bought it from-
Another good one- another one that I actually thought about: wake turbulence.
Yeah. All right. There you go.
That's good.
I like that.
Yeah.
That might be original. That might be original.
I'm getting a boat just for this, just for the naming. Are you,
You should
kidding me?
absolutely. You should.
Wake turbulence. Oh shit!
Yeah,
now
you
we
don't have
can't
a boat,
air
Brandon?
this. Nah, I don't have a. I'm about to
Look
buy
at
a
those
plane. I
hats.
don't have a boat.
If you sold all those hats, you could get a boat. But with the,
Oh,
with
without
your
question.
collection,
Hey, if you want
See my new one? That's
Oh,
a
very-
badass hat.
is that suede?
Don't you worry about what that is.
that
You know what?
you know what that is?
Fred?
You-
hey,
did you get that in
Fred-
Munich? Did you get that in
It's not-
Munich
it's
overnight?
not
That looks like a
suede.
Bavarian hunter's
All I remember
hat.
about
You
a
look like a
suede hat-
Bavarian hunter.
Yeah.
Let me tell you something. Fred Sanford had an episode with about a suede hat. And
Yeah.
It went, you big dummy. I
You
give
big
you one
dummy,
of these
yeah.
across your lips.
Why do you sound just like him though? that was too good. Red Fox had a Red Fox flashback. Man, it's
If you
beautiful.
want a boat, I've got a buddy of mine selling a nice 19-foot bow rider over in Orlando. It's
Really?
been in the family the entire time. $3,500.
Get out of here.
I shit you not.
I am interested actually.
That's up your alley. Yeah.
I already have 2 other boats. So
Oh yeah. Can you send me the you know, I could probably find is it on Auto Trader? It's not Auto
nope.
Trader.
But I will contact him, and if you're interested, I will say, hey, I got a buddy over there. So
Oh, absolutely.
I'll send you pictures of it.
I bet that Land Rover would tow that.
Wait, what is it
Oh,
called?
absolutely. It's a 19-foot Sylvan.
Okay.
S
No, my
S
buddy
Y
has
L V A N. I got 190 horse V6 in it. It'll get up and go.
Nice.
Be a fun little boat. Something
Does it
small
have
that you can
does it
use.
have a name? Does it have a name? Do I have to rename it?
No, there is no name on this boat.
Good, so it's fresh. So now I can name it the Compensator. Oh, wait.
Little compensator.
Little compensation.
Mhm.
How big's your dog, Brian?
What's that?
Oh, how big is he?
Yeah, how big is he now?
96.5 pounds.
Oh, he just beat mine.
Oh, really?
Record time. Oh, yeah. So how old is your dog? No?
Not quite 9 months
6
yet. He's
6
8.
Oh, 9 months. Yeah, mine is 3 years old now. It's topped out at 98 pounds. So,
Jesus.
matter of fact, I'm trying to get him to lean out a little
Odin.
bit. He's getting a little fat.
Odin.
You know, to call him Odin, you got to take out one of his eyes or something.
It's Odin. Oh, that's right. I do, don't I?
Yeah. It's
That
not one of those Sylvan
stubborn.
pontoon boats, is it? What is it called again? Sylvan?
No,
what?
it's a Sylvan. Come here. Hold on a
Sylvan-
second.
Sylvan, come here. Okay. No, it's not showing up. Oh, that's a pretty boy.
Moxie.
Come here. Oh, come here.
Oh, look at that. But yeah, look at
Wow.
that. You guys are weird showing your dog. Like it's like dog. It's like dog porn. What's
I got-
happening right now?
I have nothing
Look at
else
this
going on in my
mouth.
life, Brandon. You know that.
Not scary. It's
No, no, they're not scared of you.
they're a Saint. It's a Caesar. Was it Saint Bernard?
Saint Bernard Poodle, Saint Berdoodle.
So he's
Wow.
hyperallergenic. That's great.
Yeah, he is.
And also not scary. Not a scary dog.
Okay,
Beautiful though. But he
he's
is
a good
huge.
boy.
Oh yeah. So then, does he get to the same full size as a Saint Bernard would, or is he stunted a little bit?
He's going to probably be about close to 150.
And to be clear, it's not like a miniature poodle. He's mixed with like a real poodle.
No, because the ergonomics.
Hey, I don't know how they do it, dude. They may do it in a lab.
I mean, maybe
You
you know.
don't know which one was the male and which one was the female. Let's
That's
get
it.
real here. Not
That's
that
it,
matters
man.
anymore. So no, what is this boat? It's a Sylvan what?
It is a 19-foot. Hold on, I'll tell you what. I'll send this to you.
Yeah, beautiful. Send that to me because Brandon needs a boat. Right. I'm not
Everyone
gonna
needs
get
a
a freaking boat. It's COVID. People are losing their jobs. I'm gonna go out and get a boat.
Yep.
Give me a break.
So Dean, while he's sending that picture, we kind of touched on it momentarily. The World Series.
Oh,
I dozed off last night
Oh, that was
I
silly.
was fighting so hard to stay awake.
Yeah.
How do you not stay awake? It could be.
It's a good thing you did. You're better off sleeping.
It's an elimination game.
Yeah.
Do we want to talk about Snell and what happened?
That's.
Ooh, I hear it's a touchy subject.
Yeah. I mean, the Rays live and die by analytics, man. And that's what they did. They died by it. So it got them to where they were. Can you fault them? Yes and no. What the announcer, I think John Smoltz was saying, makes perfect sense. He goes, I get it. The regular season, you play your analytics. Playoff baseball is totally different, man.
It is different.
Totally
It's
different. You play your gut.
I was gonna say it's a feeling.
Yep. You play the feelings, not.
But how do you? But even with that, there's so many unknowns and so many
dealing.
people rise to the occasion of a playoff.
He did last night. Snell rose, man. That was his best game of the year. Not even close. I mean,
Wow.
none of his games even close to that. He was just dealing last night. So,
Wow.
hey, we got they on the Stanley Cup. You know, came in second in the world in baseball. I wouldn't put it past Brady to make it far in the playoffs with the Buccaneers. You know,
Tampa's on fire.
Yeah, Tampa's a sports town all of a sudden.
Tampa is on fire.
Which will help our real estate prices.
Enjoy the sports town. Yeah.
Absolutely. You know what? I really can't be greedy, but I think like one time the city to win it all would have been pretty killer.
Oh yeah.
Absolutely. Or at least, you know, and here's the thing. They're going to make the playoffs. I think the Bucks will make it.
I think they will.
Brandon, check your phone. Messenger.
Yeah, I will. And just that alone is enough to call it, a sport town. So
yeah.
It's legit.
Here's something you guys can appreciate a little bit. I happened to meet a friend of a friend of a friend during the boat parade for the Lightning.
Yeah.
And she knew somebody that worked for the Lightning and got me into an after party. So I ended up hanging out with some of the players and the coach. And Sergachev, the defenseman, he rolls up in his Rolls Royce. We went from one bar to another, and he rolls up in his Rolls Royce. And I was Ubering, and I was like, "Hey man, that's a cool car." He's like, "Oh yeah, I'm into cars." He goes, "You should see Vasilevsky. He's got his pimped out four-door Rolls Royce." And I go, "I'm more of a BMW guy. I'm bragging, put my bragging shoes on. You know me, Brandon."
Were they platforms?
I'm like,
clearly.
I'm like, I got an M6 and an X5M. He goes, "Oh, besides my Rolls Royce, I have a brand new M5 competition as well." And I'm like, "You dick."
Well, first of all, what in your
Dick.
your state of mind made you think
hammered
both of those
hammered at 3 a.m.
cars even came close to equaling what he rolled up in as a Rolls Royce?
Well,
regardless of all the other stuff he may or may not have had, you actually thought those two German pieces of the German equaled those that drive Rolls Royces.
Well, what's a Rolls Royce? 0 to 60 in what, 9 seconds?
No, the Ghost I drove was 0 to 60 in about 5.
And
turbo
then
W12.
It's a big
correct.
car.
We're talking a V12.
It's a big car.
Not in the Wraith. Come on, what are we talking about here? What are you thinking?
But they were all super nice guys, man. They were just
because
really
they're dealing with a sock puppet. That's why they realized what they were dealing with.
I have a nice
soft
car.
and cuddly. Jesus. I mean, don't get me wrong. You have a nice car or two and a boat or something, but come on, you're dealing with
multi-millionaires.
Next level. The plane that I just went to go look at. That's a next level kind of situation. It's out there.
That's pro flight money.
That's pro flight money. I'm telling you, that's on some pro flight money kind of stuff. All right, get on the train or get run over.
60% pay cut. That's a train I'm on.
See, here's the thing. 50? Did you say 50?
60.
Wait. What'd I miss? I was driving. What'd I miss? Did you guys do a contract negotiation?
I took the 6 months paid time off. It's on paper, it's a 40% pay cut, but because I always work overtime.
Wait. Did you guys go over this already? I'm not gonna go back. Okay, well then never mind. All right, I don't care what you make then.
It's nothing.
Yeah, me either. That's fine. But here's the thing: you got time off. You have an opportunity. So, as far as I'm concerned, we're not crying.
No, Dean's not starving. He's also got the military retirement, right?
Yeah.
No, I don't get mine until 57.
Oh, I thought you were. I thought you were already. Okay, disregard.
Nope.
All right.
Nope.
I still don't feel bad for you.
That would be legit. So
hey, Dean, where are you living now?
Down by the bay still.
Okay.
Yeah, sell a boat. You'll be
my
fine.
marriage house.
Oh
yeah, you got married?
Yeah. I kept the house.
It's funny because you're not.
Thank God I'm not.
I know. No, it worked out.
It worked out for all involved.
Things always have a way of working out.
Yeah. They do. They really do. And I'm happy for you. Both of you.
Yeah.
For it working out. And then buying boats, and going through this midlife thing on cloud 9. My hat's off to you. We brought you on the show so you can compare,
Boats.
boats. That's where I was going with
What
that.
is this?
Well, when two boats come together and they dock at the same place. That was awesome.
This hour-and-a-half podcast is gonna cost me about 6 hours tomorrow.
You know what? I'll take this one, Tyler. It's all good.
So, hey, what are the chances we could actually do this as a roundtable live?
Oh, so you know what? Here's the thing. So funny you should say that. So the guy I was just flying with, he has a full hangar, right?
Okay.
He's got a hangar with a front office, and he wants to do something with the front office. He just doesn't know what. He's I've been meaning to this.
Strip club.
And well, there's the ceilings are real low, but there is a room that is a conference room.
Midget strip club.
Now we're talking.
Asian midgets.
We're getting
Bryan, how specific do you want this?
We're getting specific.
Under the age of 25.
Asian midgets that only have 9 toes. Jeez, where are we gonna find those? Go get my scissors.
I'll make the call.
I'll make the call. This has got dark.
Oh,
So,
so
but
to
he had a
speak.
whole room, and it's a boardroom that he wanted to turn into not just a boardroom. So like, man, we do a podcast. It'd be cool to have. He's like, absolutely, let's do it. So we may have at Orlando Executive potentially have something to work.
That'd be a lot of fun.
It would be. It's a cool
remember
stuff.
last time I was on, we talked about doing it on a boat in the middle of friggin' bay.
We did. I have the equipment. We just got to
Yeah.
do it.
Yeah,
Well, it's got to be on the compensator though, because
exactly.
Well, why don't we
Agreed.
bring
Bigger.
Dean's unnamed boat, and we'll bring the compensator out.
I'll ferry the equipment to the big boat.
Thank you. Yeah, we're gonna need that. We're gonna need it anyway.
I'll ferry the equipment and beer out to the big
I do
boat.
have club seating in the aft
And
section.
and not only that, Dean, the ladder that you use to get your pantry items in your house, bring
Yeah,
it so
bring
you
that
can
too.
get onto his boat, because you'll
Yes.
need it to
I will.
climb up and then onto because it's higher, I'm sure,
Yes.
and you probably can't get over the anyway. So
Well, we're all sitting. We're all on a level playing field here.
So, true
What
story.
was that? What was that show? Big Town Little People.
something like that.
That's my life. That's
I don't
where I
know.
live.
Hey, so is your dog like a miniature of what a normal dog would be, or
My dog?
yeah.
She's 85 pounds. She's bigger than me.
That's good. Look, it's that dog is awesome.
She's a good dog.
Moxie is
Purdy.
awesome.
She's a good
Purdy.
dog.
Real purdy. That's cool. Yeah, though I wasn't here for a lot of it. We're up to an hour. So how you guys feeling?
Good.
Are we saucy yet? What else
I
would you like to talk about?
I'd like to bring up the fact that since we've been bringing these old school fellas back on,
Oh yeah.
they I think we're 2 for 3 of political discussions.
Are we really?
So B. Kinney and T. Cooper
Oh yeah.
both led with Trump train the moment they got on.
It's something about the Trump supporters. They have to let themselves be known. It's like when you meet a fighter pilot. You met a fighter pilot. You met a fighter pilot. Why? Because, well, they told you that they're fighter pilots.
Or a vegan.
Or vegans. Yeah. Those people are awesome. Some good food,
Or
though, if you
atheists.
think about it.
Russ.
Oh, Russ. Jeez. The soulless bunch.
Yep. Or Nate Hooper. I just had dinner with
Him
him
too?
the other night.
Did you?
I did.
With Hooper?
Yeah.
How did that happen?
Actually, I take that back. Had lunch with him. Had dinner probably about 2 months ago with him, and brought Odin out.
All right.
But no, he called me. He says, "Hey, you in town?" I actually happen to be in town, and anyhow, he obviously does some racing on the side.
Yeah, he does.
He just purchased a BMW M2 competition, which I saw. Beautiful car.
Wow.
Yep. So, but anyhow,
Very
no,
nice.
it was good to catch up with him. But I caught up with him right after he bought the M2 and went to lunch with him. So good to catch up with him. But he's still working on his other project, which he has down in South Tampa, the Eclipse, I think.
Yeah.
So yeah, he's doing
Huh.
good.
Oh, he is. He's working. He's got a great job now at engineering firm, so he's doing good. That being said, that's a good segue to what you are really good at, Bryan, and that's the cars. And I think you gave me some good advice. It might be good advice for those out there. What's the best and most cost-efficient sports car for a guy to buy?
If you want a daily driver that, I'm going to say like a supercar, but a daily driver, I would probably go with something like a 911.
Yeah, Porsche.
Yep. German car. I love German cars. I think everybody knows that.
Yeah.
But
bang for the buck, that'd be the way to go.
Bang for the buck, that'd be the way to go. I would tell you to find like a mid to late 2000s 997 911, which is the change in the body style.
Yeah.
997 turbo.
Yeah. What year was that?
Huh?
What year?
So this would be 2006 or 2007 to present. Porsche 911 turbo. It's
That's
a
a six-figure car.
No.
Six-figure car.
I don't think so.
No,
I
you're
think
thinking of a RS2 or 3.
No, not if you got a 07, 08, 09, even a 2010. I think that you're going to come under six figures for that car, and it is a daily driver. It's a rocket.
I agree with those two statements, but man, they're not cheap.
Okay,
they're not.
I
cheap.
mean, again, I haven't been out looking.
Coming from a guy
for 911, but I mean the last.
So, have you seen a new Corvette in person yet?
Yeah, I did.
I kind of liked it.
I have.
I kind of liked it.
I've seen two of them.
I mean, they passed me driving. I've not got up close and looked inside it, but just passing, it looked nice. I really like the looks of it.
So why'd you let them pass you?
So okay.
Opposite
so
way.
the performance to that car
I don't think he
is
had a choice.
amazing for what they get out of the car. But I will tell you this: they've had problems with fitment and quality control as far as interior parts on the car. For example, stitching on the dashboard is not straight line. It's sometimes wavy. And if you're going to buy a car like that, you know what? I'm going to be looking at all of that stuff. So no, I agree. If you find a Corvette, I think it's a great looking car.
The new one, the brand new 2021 that looks like a Ferrari, not the old style Corvette. I mean, those are fine.
No, you're talking about the C8.
Yeah, the C8.
Yeah,
I was like, I first thought it was a Ferrari. It's like, no, it's the new NSX. I was like, oh shit, it's a Corvette.
Yes,
it's a good looking car. I thought.
The one color I did not like that I saw, it looked like a primer gray.
Yeah, like a putty.
Yeah, putty. Exactly.
Yeah.
I did not like that at all. Now that car, maybe with stripes of some sort.
With stripes. So they have a subdued putty with a white racing stripe. Maybe that was a guy's wrap or something, but I saw the putty and it looked amazing.
Yeah. Did not like the putty. Saw the red. Not a red fan. Like the red on the car. Yeah. But I agree.
The graphite, that gray graphite looked.
That's
really
pretty.
Nice.
I'm a blue. I love the hyper blue or whatever they call
it.
Yeah,
the Porsche blue. That Porsche, I think they call it Porsche blue.
I don't know.
Or something. Yeah.
It doesn't look like purple like in daylight and nighttime, does it?
Don't know. Good question. Like a BMW M6 blue.
Right.
But I will tell you this also, there has been some reports of some of the engines having problems with rod bearings on the new Vets. So something else you got to look out for. Yeah.
Fuck.
Yep.
Not okay.
So I would probably wait to maybe a 2021 if you're going to buy something like that. I think the 2020s are still all the hype of the new body style. But I think it's a good looking car, and but if you want like a no shit reliable daily driver supercar, 911 turbo, and you can still get it with a stick.
Yeah, true. Yeah, I just found one for 60.
Really?
Yeah.
Wow.
Found another for 85, but
turbo or
yeah, turbo coupe 911 997.
There you go.
Gray. Weird gray
nice.
Though. I don't know. Yeah, man, they're out there. If you're
Brandon, you gonna make a move or what?
No, we're in a recession, dude, or something, right?
I'm in the market for nothing.
I took a 30% pay cut or something.
Yeah.
It wouldn't be right.
Don't you have a sugar mama?
I think I'm gonna go buy a plane instead and make some money with it or something. I don't know.
Hey, don't you have a sugar mama, Brandon?
I have a few of them. Which one are you referring to?
The surgeon.
The one that buys me cars.
Yeah.
No, I had to cut ties.
Ah.
Yeah, the one that buys me cars. I got the one that buys me planes now, though.
Okay, fair enough.
And she's and it's funny you should use that term. She's fair. She really is about purchases. So yeah, I might go that route. I got to convince that it's in their best interest when it comes to these kind of purchases, though, for them. When they purchase.
Oh, when they purchase. I thought you were telling me you had to ask permission, which that would be a whole.
Nah, that's crazy. No, you got to convince them to purchase, that it's in their best interest.
I didn't know if it was a cuckold arrangement or something.
That way you don't seem like you're groveling. Nobody likes that.
Brandon, what's on your dry erase board behind you?
It's not sexy. This?
Yeah.
Or this?
Yeah. No, I know what that is.
I know what's behind that.
Yeah.
This is the Air Force.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
That's the rest of your life.
This? Yeah. That and the hats. That's the way it goes. So my thought process is to change the message on here every time so that it's nonchalantly and subconsciously driven to the guests and they start, reacting to it.
Oh, I thought it was the fedora schedule.
No. That's actually
fedora.
No, you can't do that. You got to put it next to the display of fedoras. So while you're looking, I have a mirror right there in between the two.
Of course you do.
This rack, which you don't see. There's a whole nother rack over there. That
he acts like there's only one mirror in that room.
Exactly.
Well, I do have. Well, you got to look at yourself.
Yeah, exactly.
From multiple angles.
So
what are we talking about?
When you're choosing your outfit for the day, do you start with the shirt?
Let me stop you there, Tyler.
Or with the no, I said outfit intentionally.
I know you did, and that's
do you wear from the top down or bottom up?
First and foremost, I'm a man. Men don't wear outfits. Okay,
I wear garanimals.
That's it. Better even than outfits.
Match the green giraffe. With
That
the green
being
giraffe,
said, what I wear with my outfit is the hats. What was the question?
You start with the shirt and then pick the fedora based on the shirt?
No,
or do you go with the fedora?
Absolutely. Here's the thing. When you get dressed, gentlemen, it's got to be a sense of something coming from inside. It's not just throw something on. See, I dress from the inside out, not from the outside in. When you start wearing shit that just looks like you're trash, then that's how you feel.
That's why I called it an outfit.
So I've been doing it wrong my whole life then.
Yes, you have.
We all have, except Brandon.
Is anyone surprised?
So do you match the feather and the fedora to any part of the rest of the outfit?
Oh, absolutely. You can.
The pocket square.
You can. But again, gentlemen, like I said, it's the other way around. First, you have to have a certain sense of swag from inside that exudes its way out. And that's typically portrayed in the hat, these little things that you wear that really bring out your character. Then everything else kind of swirls around that and finds itself where it needs to be. But at the end of the day, when you walk out of the door, you feel like $1 million and you're ready to conquer clowns like you. So yeah, that's how it works.
You have a closet full of ascots and pocket squares?
You know what? So me and my friends have coined this.
Rick James.
It's Rick James, bitch. The invisible ascot. That's what they've said to me on multiple occasions. It's like, dude, are you wearing an invisible ascot? You just look like you should have one on. And then I say to my subjects,
I'm Mr. Precision.
Bow and go get my coffee. I'm Mr. Precision. Bow and call me compensator.
Oh, yeah.
So, yeah, it's an art form, gents.
We mock what we don't understand.
No, you don't. You won't. And that's okay.
It is an art form. You do
we
it
all
well.
We all have our thing.
You do it well. Everybody's an artist. Yours.
Well, you know what? Early on, when I was younger, when I was in college, I worked at a haberdashery, and I think that's what really gave me the bug.
I'm sorry. Say that word again, Brandon.
Haberdashery.
There you go.
Thank you.
Just
well,
checking.
Depends on which part of the country you're from.
When you were an Abercrombie model, did they find you or did you find them?
Edit.
I'm sorry. He was asking about the Abercrombie model thing you did.
Edit. Mark the tapes. Edit. Next question.
Okay, when you were modeling for that place like Forever 21, I think it was, what was the other one?
Edit again. I hate y'all. Hey,
I will say this, Brandon. You definitely have style.
I can't help that I'm a stylish mother effer. What can I say? You know, it's one of those last bastions of control we have as men. You know, you gotta, at least that's the thing that is okay. A man that dresses well, they can't say anything about that, or can they? They'll probably find a way. You know, they'll find a way to say that, oh, you dress too nice, so you must be this or something. There's all these labels floating around. That's fine. I'll go with it because I like a good suit. I got to tell you, feels like $1 million.
Fair enough.
I have a lot of counterparts that don't agree. They like a good pair of cargo shorts and flip flops, and that's okay too.
New Balance tennis shoes.
I will tell you, Brandon, I spend a lot of money on tailoring with suits, uniforms, pants. Yeah,
makes a difference.
I like them fit, like them to fit. Yep.
And you look like $1 million. You look like you should be in the position you're in. You'll be on the compensator.
I wish that when you attain a certain level of status at Uber Eats, that they would provide a subscription service for tailoring.
You know what? They owe it to you to set you up with a good tailor, since you're going to have to expand your pants or something at some point.
Yep.
You know what? There may be some, you know what? You may have just given them an idea.
Well,
talk about innovation.
Uber Taylor.
Yeah. Uber Taylor. Jeez.
Uber Taylor.
So now here's the thing. So Uber Eats comes and brings your food. Uber drives you to the tailor. Uber Taylor tailors your clothes.
My clothes. Yeah.
That's how you get diamond status fast.
Location. He's moving up my inseam.
And you can watch it all on from your cell phone.
Oh, amazing. So much opportunity.
There really is out there.
Still have that unicycle, Brandon?
Well, of course I do.
Can you still ride it?
How do you expect me to work my abs? Can I still ride? You know what? I just showed the neighbor kid. So I trained this neighbor kid, right, in grappling, jiu-jitsu, and punching stuff, and
unicycling,
and he sees it on the wall. He's like, what is that? I'm like, oh, well, it's an ab workout. And he's like, huh? So I had to pull it down, dust it off, and get on it and ride it. He was like, what? You can ride a unicycle? So yeah, I used to be in a circus. What do you want from me? I got.
I'm not touching that one.
Thank you. Don't. Jesus. It's a family show. It's not.
The only other person I know that can ride a unicycle is Eric Devlin.
Really? And he also was a wrestler.
Yep.
There's something about it. We're alternative sports kind of people. You know, I learned that. Well, it's a long story why I learned. I'll just say this. As a child, I had attitude issues, anger maybe. And it was a way to help break through, I guess, the bubble to which I created as a child. For counselors, they said, hey, you want to ride these unicycles? I'm like, no. I'm like, hey, actually, that's kind of cool.
Oh, that would piss me off more.
You would think. You would think. But a kid that's never seen a unicycle before, that, you know, grew up in the city and all this, and sees that thing and like, huh, I think the last time I saw that, a bear was riding it, but I'll give it a try. So here we are. And now, like riding a bike, I know how to ride a unicycle at 40 some odd years old. So I bought
Eric Devlin also rocks the one wheel. Have you guys ever seen or ridden a one wheel?
That is scary. I have. This again, neighborhood kid has one, and I almost killed myself on it.
Yeah, I had a buddy break his hip on one of those.
Oh yeah.
Oh my gosh. Got to be careful.
Eric rides that thing everywhere. He'll take it downtown.
Oh, you see it all around town. People are all over the place, zipping around.
Yep.
That's just scary. With that, what else you got? What are we talking here? I got to buy this 911, 2007
Yeah, you do.
Porsche 911. Oh, 2007 is the old body though.
No. So the 07 should still be a 997.
Oh, it is. Okay, wait. Let me read. Yep, it is. MSRP was 140. Whoa.
Yeah. Not cheap.
How many miles for 65 grand?
It's got 9,523 miles on it.
Buy it.
Right? Not bad. 60? Oh, look at these seats.
Is that a salvage title?
I know, right? I got to look into this a little bit more. Wait, where is it? Of course it's in West Palm Beach. Yeah. Yeah, I don't know. It's salvage, I'm sure. My luck. As soon as you drive it off the lot, the wheels fall off. Nice. Well, you brought
You only need one.
Well played, sir.
Well played.
Nice reach around or wrap.
He's always on point. I've never seen you miss an opportunity
ever. No, that's why we love him. I've never seen anybody do it better. Well, wait a minute. No. There's Tim every once in a while he gets it, but he's not always quite there. If we're talking some of the old heads, the new school, they can't even hold a torch. Can't even hold your jock strap.
Joe Leeper doesn't let things slide. He can.
You know what? I don't. Would he be new school? Yeah, he'd be considered new school. I would say JoJo is probably the only. And for those listening, you got to have that one friend that is so quick-witted. But here's the thing: you want him on your team. You want to make sure that when you're out and about, he's on your side.
Absolutely.
And we used to have quite a few that surrounded us. Now we have one, JoJo, because we think we're pretty witty, and we are. We're quick. But that guy.
Speaking of old school, let me interject. Ran into Bobby Boucher in St. Louis.
Really?
There's the name we haven't heard in a while. Yep.
Well, we talked to. Where did we see him last?
He was here in town about a month and a half ago.
And he went out with somebody, didn't he?
It
was longer than a month and a half ago.
It was 2 months over at Nate's house.
Party was
Nate?
that?
It was Nate's party. That's right.
It wasn't a party. It was just a Saturday night.
That's right. You came into town for that too, didn't you?
Yeah.
That was 4th of July. It was right before 4th of July, wasn't it?
No way.
I think so. Yeah.
Was it that long ago?
I think so. It was a while ago. Time flies during COVID.
It does. Yeah. Stand by. Talk amongst yourselves.
I'm going to download this picture of Brandon.
Wait, which screenshot?
I didn't know we were supposed to have a screensaver.
A hush falls over the crowd.
Yeah, Brandon, you were
happening.
You were so late today, Brandon. We were about to get on FlightAware and check your flight path to see if you crashed short of the runway.
Well, it was close. We couldn't find executive because the sun was setting. And
when's the last time you flew an airplane like that?
20 years at least.
Was it 18, weird? Was it weird flaring at 5 feet?
Oh, absolutely. The whole runway just opened up, and I'm like, what am I supposed to do?
You have the airplane.
It gets so wide that you can't see the edges when you're in a 777, because I fly international wide body. I know you guys don't understand what that means, but it's a bigger plane that flies international, and it's wide bodied, and it's typically international and wider in the body.
Sounds like compensating myself.
Yes.
So it's and there you're like 10 feet up in the air when you're starting to flare, and you're 20 feet. Anyway, this thing, it was scary that first time.
If you're 10 feet up in the air on a 777, you didn't put the gear down.
That's a problem. Yeah, that's a good point. We're at least
if you're 10 feet up, if you're 10 feet in the air in the 777, you're halfway in the ground.
Halfway in the ground. Yeah.
Or on one of those really tall unicycles or something,
There's those. I actually learned how to ride one of those too.
Did you juggle at the same time?
No, it was a 6 foot. Let me think. What was it? I was a kid, so it was a 6 foot unicycle. Yeah. Crazy. I know. I don't know. Whatever it takes to reach these kids, man. Hey, I'm all for it. What do you think I do?
Played a trombone while you're
and juggling.
And juggle. That's already been said. Where you been?
Imagine this. Imagine the circus we could have. Dean could be on stilts,
or in one of those little cages. Shut up, Dean. Shut up, Kenny.
Kenny will just sit there with the microphone making jokes.
Yeah.
Yeah, with a slingshot.
Unreal, guys. Unreal.
Well, Furlough Friday 18, the circus episode.
Is it in the books?
I think so.